Hey there, I'm Rin Olsen. This is The Dog Show. This week on The Dog Show.
This is Hector Luis for The Dog Show with the question of the week. This week's question, can your dog read your emotions? Now, Marie, let me ask you, do you ever find dealing with Zoe that either by actions or how she reacts to you or you react to her, that you two communicate?
Yeah, for sure. With feelings, what looks like in her face and my face, and like the gesture, what you do with your body. But also a lot of times, no. I find sometimes like she's a little bit stupid. Oh, sorry.
Brutal
Sorry,
honesty.
Zoe.
Brutal honesty.
Sorry.
So you're saying that Zoe, she's cute, so she's a little ditzy?
Yes, I would say. She loves to play, and that's all she want to do all day. This is actually the first.
You know, you just described every dog in existence, right?
Well, not like this dog. I promise you, we can stay for 2 hours in the dog park, and she would be so tired. She gets home, and she take a sip of water, and then she's on it again in the apartment. She just get her toys and like please throw me this, and yeah, she just want to play again.
So if Zoe was a human being, she'd be a party animal.
Oh yeah. A never-ending, I don't know, yeah. Party.
You'd be up all night worrying what time she's gonna come home.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Now, in dealing with Leo, okay, do you find that you could read each other's emotions, almost like communicate?
He can definitely read mine. I'm still trying to figure him out. He, I think some days he has good days, some days he has bad days, but I think they're more complicated than one would think.
Yeah. I can definitely see maybe they might have a slight frustration trying to communicate with you.
Yeah, we don't get too deep sometimes. I'm the one who talks more than anything.
Well, it'd just be weird if it was the other way around, wouldn't it?
Be kind of interesting.
I smell sitcom. Leo and Jeff, I can see it already.
Yeah.
Where you bark and he does the talking. You ever found that you communicate with a dog, where like you through emotions or actions, or even just looking at you, that like you can actually have a conversation? That is a spot on Yoko Ono if I ever heard one. Do you find that you or should I say Dexter and yourself? Do you find that you can actually communicate, like have conversations almost?
Yes, yes. When I'm not feeling well, Dexter tends to stick by me. He'll lay by me. He will almost try to mother me. If he's depressed or upset, which usually makes me upset, I respond to the same thing. If he doesn't want to go home, like he wants to stay out longer, and if it's cold out, he tends to lag behind. So I have a little thing where I turn his harness around so that there's a message given, you're going home,
Right.
whether you like it or not. Other than that, we are fine. We communicate very easily. If I whistle and call him, he'll come. I don't have to chase him. He'll come to me because he'll know that it's time to go.
Oh, that's great. See, now, I like what you said about how he would try to mother you when you're sick. Like with my dog, whenever I'm sick, would bring me treats. His treats. He would bring me his treats. And so, you know what that means? I had to get better tasting treats because
Yeah, of
those things
course.
tasted awful.
Yes. Well, I get the chicken liver, so I really get good ones.
Ah, doggy pate.
Yeah.
I like.
Hi, I'm Michelle Agresti for The Dog Show, and here I am with Mantat, a worker at Animal Haven Shelter in Soho, and we're here with DeLong. Mantat, could you tell us a bit about DeLong?
Sure. DeLong came to the shelter with some of his siblings. We named all of them after Blink-182. DeLong was originally adopted, but unfortunately had to be returned a few weeks ago because his owner just had health issues and couldn't take care of him anymore. So he pretty much had most of his puppyhood here at the shelter, but was given a good home for, I think it was closer to a year that he's been away. And now he just, needs a home again. So this is DeLong's about, I think, a year and a half. He's a pit bull or pit bull mix. We don't know what with, because we don't know who his parents are. So he's a very fun loving guy, and he's pretty goofy. He's, as you can see, kind of a big guy. The shelter is trying to put him on a track to be more healthy. And he plays well with other dogs, and the only thing about him is that we're trying to get him to be more of a gentle walker, because he does pull quite often on walks, but not too much where we get dragged down the street or anything like that. So that's pretty much this guy right here.
So he's named after Tom DeLong.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what kind of family situation would be ideal for DeLong?
For him, unfortunately, we haven't really seen him around kids, so that I don't know. But I've heard some of our kennel staff and our volunteers say that he's seen kids and he shows no kind of immediate reaction to them. So he could potentially be in a home with kids. A lot of people will say that a dog with this much activity shouldn't go into a tiny apartment. I think that's still possible because when we peek into his corral, we see him sitting nicely or laying down. He probably just would need, several walks a day to keep him content and to help with the weight loss.
So could you tell us a little more about DeLong's personality?
Sure, yeah, DeLong is very goofy. He loves tug of war. From what I understand, he's not that great at it, but he loves it. So we do have a lot of toys throughout the day for him to play with. So he's very toy oriented. And like I said, he's generally, he shows a positive reaction to dogs where, it seems like he wants to play. He's been bullied by dogs smaller than him before, and he's very tolerant. So he definitely is the kind of dog that debunks the myth of pit bulls wouldn't be good with other dogs, because, not only did he grow up with his siblings, but, we've had him with play dates with other dogs before.
How is DeLong with cats?
That's a good question. That actually is something that we haven't tested. But for anyone who's interested in adopting from us and they have currently have cats, we would always test them with cats to see how well they do. So what we pretty much do is put them in an open space, bring a cat in, and then put the dog in and see what they do with the cats.
Does DeLong have any health issues?
Nope, DeLong is perfectly healthy. Not quite a health issue, but he does have food allergies, so he needs to be on a special diet, which anything venison-based ingredient should do the trick. So if you're feeding any like chicken or beef or anything like that, that would be no good. What will happen is he'll get super flaky, he might lose some hair, he might get really irritated, and so feeding anything venison will help prevent that from happening.
Is there anything else you'd like to say about DeLong?
I mean, this is a really good boy. He's definitely looking for a home. He's very playful, and there he goes.
This has been Michelle Agreski for The Dog Show with Mantat from Animal Haven. If you're interested in adopting from Animal Haven or volunteering, you can visit their website.
Hi, it's Lee, and you're watching The Dog Show. We're on 5th Avenue, and it's a New York Easter Parade. I've got a whole bunch of spectacular people behind me. Can we all say hello? Hello! And on 3, I want you all to woof, because it's The Dog Show. 3, 2, 1. Stay tuned. There's a lot of doggy fashion out on the street today. Check it out. Hello, Eli. What are you wearing today?
Eli is wearing a custom-made bow tie to match his sister's outfits for today, and a specially made ear bunny thing here. So he's a bunny, not a chihuahua today.
I couldn't tell. I was totally deceived. So, Amy, you're the designer behind Eli's outfit today.
Yes.
And we've also got Mimi on the table and Polgita. How long have you been making fashion for?
Just about half a year. Yeah, I started as a hobby back in September, and I've been trying to get better and more creative as time goes on.
And what was your inspiration for starting making the fashion?
Well, I met Ada Nieves a few years ago, and she's a fabulous fashion designer. So I try to mimic her outfits, and she taught me how to sew. So I've been trying to take it from there and develop my own designs, and nothing for sale, just for my own kind of things. I'm not that good.
Are you aiming to sell a line soon?
No, I don't think I'll ever be that good, but just for my guys, just to have a little fun thing going on.
Tell me a bit about how you've worked with Ada in the past.
Well, we met a few years ago during the Chihuahua Nation meetup group, where we socialize our Chihuahuas instead of at dog parks where dogs, they're too large there and they tend to step on our dogs. So Chihuahua Nation is where we get together and we learn about our breeds, we socialize the dogs, and we try to rescue other dogs and just try to get together and have a good time.
How big is the group?
Oh my gosh, I think it's thousands by now. Definitely hundreds. Sometimes I think it's thousands, and it's definitely worldwide.
And you've got 3 out of the thousands under your pearl?
All rescues. Yeah, all rescues. I say adopt, don't shop. So
That's fantastic. And it looks like you've got help today. We're with Melissa.
Yeah, I'm over here visiting for Easter. Amy's cousin helped make all of these things.
And are you a future designer in the making?
No, hobby-wise, yes. I will gladly help with all of the costumes. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and they like it. Or at least Polgita really likes it.
So I'm really interested. You've got your ins through your cousin Amy. What's some advice you have for future designers?
Just go with what you like to make and have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously. But yeah, make sure the dogs at least like what they're wearing.
They look pretty happy to me.
She's chilling. She's got her own little carrier here, so it's okay.
Tell me a bit about the other outfits you've made.
I haven't made too many other outfits because I'm just visiting, but Amy's made a bunch more. So yeah.
How often are you making these outfits?
Just for outfits like these, costume-wise, we do it for holidays, and then for regular dresses, springtime, maybe once a month, summertime. We try to get it together. And next event is probably the Mermaid Parade in Coney Island, so that will be an adventure.
Are you going to take away the feet?
Yeah. My dogs will have no feet; they will have fins. Yes, merdogs, exactly.
Merdogs, bunny dogs. There's no limit to this, is there? What's the craziest outfit you've made so far?
Oh gosh, maybe for Christmas we had lighted dresses, so that was interesting. So they had a little strobe light going on with their Christmas lights and their hats, so that was definitely interesting.
Fantastic. And I guess you'll be coupling Eli's fashion with your own?
One day maybe we'll match. If I ever get to be that good to make human clothes or anything to go with humans, I will match my dogs. I will be one of those people.
Well, you both look fabulous today. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of the day.
Thank you.
Hey, so we're still at Fifth Avenue, and I'm standing next to Jason and Roxy. Is this your design?
Well, no, we did put it together, but we purchased the dresses actually from the U.S. Virgin Islands on vacation, so we thought it was kind of Eastery. And this is Roxy in the City, and she has a Facebook page, and she raises money for animal charity. And Yorkies like to dress up, so we should never have a problem finding something to wear, as long as it's comfortable.
Tell me a bit about Roxy's accolades so far. I hear
She goes to
Wonder Woman?
She goes to Fashion Week, and she's inspired a couple of designs from Emile Gampy, and Julie Garbach designed custom dresses for her, and she was invited to Fashion Week. So she started to gather a following, and we thought it would be a great opportunity just to raise a little money for charity and just have fun with it.
Tell me about the charities that you worked with.
Roxy likes friendsofanimals.org, and then the Humane Society, and then Suds Mutts.
That's fantastic. So Roxy is a dog and model. How long has her career been going for?
She's not even been at it a year, and she already has 7,000 followers on Facebook, so she's kind of caught on. But she's a true New York City dog, so she kind of represents everything that's fun about New York.
I totally agree. Well, have a great weekend, and I'm sure you'll be snapping lots of pictures, Roxy.
Okay, and she just wants to say Happy Easter to everybody out there. It was nice to meet you both. Bye.
Hi, this is Erin for the Dog Show at the NYC Doggies and Tiaras Pageant 2015. I am here with Mr. Hollywood and his mommy Morgan. Mr. Hollywood is the first runner-up for the title of King of the pageant. So first of all, congratulations. And oh, thank you. How does it feel as the mommy of the king, or the king runner-up?
Well, I'm very proud of him. He did a fantastic job on the runway, and he's just such a pleasure, and he's so much fun to play with and to work with, and he's an angel.
How did you meet Mr. Hollywood? Maybe a little bit of his backstory.
Well, I met him, I bred him. His dad is Mr. America, and he was my first litter, and he was the pick out of the litter, and he just fell into the name Hollywood very easily.
Yeah, how did you come up with that name? Because that's a very interesting, beautiful name.
Yeah, well, Mr. Hollywood was very showy as a puppy. He was very sweet and gentle, and he was just a show off. So it really worked, for us as a name,
And what about him made him stand out in the litter to you that made you say, Mr. Hollywood is for me?
Oh, he always wanted to be seen and played with and touched, and he's just one of those dogs, one of those puppies that always has to achieve the most out of the litter, and he's just a sweet dog and very smart.
Is this his first pageant?
Yes, this is his first pageant. He did very, very well, and I'm very proud of him. He's following in his father's footsteps.
Do you plan to enter him in pageants in the future?
Oh, absolutely. This is all for the dogs. This is all charity work for the dogs, and we love the dogs to help out and do charity work.
Yeah, what motivates you to get involved in the charities and the rescues? He worked hard. He deserves it. He deserves it.
Come on, Hollywood. Come on. There you go.
Show them your beautiful face.
There's my boy.
There he is. Yeah. So what makes the rescues so important?
Oh, you always have to help out when it comes to animals, no matter what you do, whether it's a small thing or a big thing. It's very important because when you're dealing with animals, they can't help themselves, and we need to step it up. And their unconditional love is, so important for a lot of therapy, and just, it's just the right thing to do. That's how I feel. It's just right. It's the right thing to do for the dogs and all animals.
And when it comes to the word rescue, how would you define rescue? Because somebody might say, oh, well, I'll just go to a pet shop or something. What does the word rescue mean to you?
Well, rescue is a word that takes an animal from a place they shouldn't be and puts it in a place that they should be, regardless of who it is or when, or if the animal ends up in a forever home and is taken care of. That's the ultimate goal for all animals. So.
That's our show for this week. You've been watching The Dog Show. I'm Rin Olson.